The gas industry company's latest figures show gas production's dropped nearly 30% so far this year alone, and that's on top of a 12.5% reduction last year. It is alarm bells for schools, hospitals and universities, but also food processors, chemical producers and even electricity generation, with Genesis Energy saying they're about to stockpile coal at its Huntly power station. Joining us now is the Resources Minister and the Associate Energy Minister, Shane Jones. Thank you very much for your time this morning, Shane. How bad is this?
Well, the gas is in the ground. Sadly, it's been stigmatised over the last 6 to 7 years, and we're going to rely increasingly on coal because of the uncertainty around gas. But we're going to get the key players together, including Todd and all of the electricity generators, and get them to play good, because we need certainty not only for electricity prices, but the gas is in the ground. We need the investment to extract it, which is why I'm changing the law to make it a lot more permissive, to enable people to go and extract and look for gas, and also reduce the burdensome nature of the decommissioning which was imposed on the industry by the last government.
The gas that we use in New Zealand, is it gas that we get from our reserves in New Zealand, from the ground in New Zealand, or is it stuff that we ship in from overseas?
Yeah, at this stage we don't ship in gas from overseas, and we shouldn't be contemplating that, because we're sitting on an enormous amount of gas. But let's be honest, the last government, I don't want to personalise this, they took a punt on unicorn kisses that the wind would blow and the sun would shine and the rain would always fall and we wouldn't need natural resources. Well, it's not proven to be true.
Okay, yeah, there you go. You got your dig in there. So what will happen? I know that you're opening up, to more gas exploration and stuff like that to make it better. But are we in a crisis at the moment? 33% year on year since April last year. I think it's more than 33%. What impact is that going to have on not just industry, but our classrooms and stuff that need to be heated?
Look, our hospitals and our classrooms, they're safe. It's an important issue, however, for industry and the wholesale power generating entities. We should be very happy we have a company called Genesis in Huntly, which may not have a good rap for some of the green munchkins, but they are the ones keeping the lights on when we have a brown experience, which is not enough renewable energy. And the other thing we need to bear in mind, you and I have put the pressure on the oil industry in New Zealand to keep enough reserves to ensure we have diesel and petrol and aviation fuel at a level deserving of a first world nation. Now we've got to turn our attention and do that with the meridians of the world, and stop all the vanity signalling and make sure that New Zealanders have a level of productivity by constant access to electricity, and that's on the generators, not just on the Crown.
Huntly Power Station, that uses coal and gas, but because of the gas shortage, Genesis has come out this morning and said that they're going to start stockpiling 350,000 tonnes of coal at Huntly. And they're going to do this until the gas shortage, or until they can sort their stuff out. So we're going to be spending more money on more coal that we're importing from overseas.
Isn't that perverse? 4 or 5 years ago, the last government wanted to cancel the gas industry, and now we're importing more Indonesian coal. I'm all in the business of actually increasing the amount of coal we extract from the earth ourselves. Sadly, most of that is exported. But look, everyone, yourself included, needs to have confidence. There is gas in New Zealand. We just need the right policy and the right investment to extract it, to ensure we can keep the lights on and not compromise the nation's solvency or productivity.
And how quickly can you, you're in charge of the policy settings, you'll change the law. How quickly can we then change that industry to start exploring again and using the natural gas reserves?
Well, the teams are meeting. I'm meeting this evening with later this afternoon with a number of them. And I'm told by the big shakers and movers that there are solutions here. And in a funny way, this gas report, although it's alarmed a lot of people, I think it's moved the generators out of the indifference. I mean, big ups to Genesis. They're actually going to keep the lights on, but the others need to stop all the unicorn kisses and get focused on the nation's solvency and energy resilience.
And what about Kiwis who use gas for cooking and use gas to heat their hot water supply? Are they going to be affected? Are their gas prices going to double?
Well, you know as well as I do when when demand and supply get out of kilter. But look, I don't want anyone overreacting this morning. We've had a report. The gas is in the ground. It's possible to increase its supply with more investment and better government policies. And that's why I'm on your program this morning, to ensure we get that outcome. But my message to all of the key stakeholders, including the electricity generators, do not use this as an opportunity to gouge and profit in the wholesale market. The government has a whole host of options to ensure that such behaviour does not take place.
Getting that gas out of the ground is going to take some time. So what are you going to do to make sure that we don't have gas production shortage in the meantime until we manage to get that out of the ground?
Yeah, sadly, I don't have a checkbook myself. But look, there's key players. There's an entity known as OMB, an Austrian entity. They haven't left New Zealand. All accounts, they're willing to increase their investment profile. We have that household name known as Todd's. They are big players in the gas industry. And look, gas has underpinned Methanex. Methanex is a famous firm that we have in Taranaki, paying inordinately valuable salaries, and they create methanol. And with those three key players, the government forward-leaning and ensuring that we've got the right mix of policies, and we don't over-regulate, which is what happened during the period of time 21, 22, 23, and it squashed the bejesus out of the gas industry, and a lot of them lost their confidence. Well, I'm in the business of restoring that confidence so Kiwis, schools, hospitals, households have access to gas.
Thank you very much for your time this morning. That is Shane Jones, who's the Associate Energy Minister and the Minister for Resources.